Premier League Player is the first officially licensed VR soccer game, and it just dropped on Quest. The game features all 20 Premier League teams, and repeated reviews bring up if you're a United fan, this is something you've got to have. It's brand new and the reviews are pouring in already, but with that, the game is at a perfect 5-star rating. Even with its higher price of $25, people say it's beautiful. They're a big United fan, and customizing everything red made them feel at home. Reviews stating the multiplayer is really good, the heading dynamics, the way you kick the ball all feels great, and a lot of soccer super fans showing up saying it's either the best soccer game or of course the best football game, and repeated reviews bringing up how being able to see the league stadiums in person just felt so amazing to them. If you're a soccer or football fan, it sounds like this one's worth the price. Shattered is an adventure survival game that's using mixed reality in a really unique puzzle way. You're trapped in some sort of facility that takes place throughout your own home, and you have to transform your home into a labyrinth to escape all of the rooms and the puzzles. You're trying to expose the secrets of Grey Village as you do this and escape with your life. This is a game I've had on my watch list for a while, and I can't wait to see how the community reacts when this hopefully drops in the next week. Behemoth has been looked at as the last big release we're going to get this year on Quest, and it's finally here, being touted as the VR version of Shadow of the Colossus. I've gotten to try a few early builds, and the game's sense of scale makes the behemoths feel gigantic as you're clawing them. Repeatedly though, people who said they had a fear of heights couldn't actually play this game. It was too intense for them, it was too much, but it's finally out now. If you've been waiting for this one, it's either $40 or you can get some savings through a link down in the comments or description. There will be links to all of the games there. A Space Pawdyssey is out, a game that's not trying to take itself too seriously. This puts you as a husky on a space exploration mission, a game that's going to drop you and your animal friends into wild adventures and chaotic disasters, ones that even have you fighting chicken poop off of your ship. This game is out and looks adorable, and the gameplay looks wildly varied. Let me know in the comments if you're going to try this one out. The House of Da Vinci VR is a VR puzzle game that puts you back in Leonardo da Vinci's world. He's gone missing and you have to deal with war machines, lockboxes, and escape rooms to try and figure out what happened. This game reminds me of another historical puzzle game called Wanderer and has me really excited to see what this is like. Definitely one that's been on my list. Coaster Mania has been out in early access and is rumored to be coming out this month. A mixed reality game where you build roller coasters in your home but then go into immersive mode and actually ride them too, with sandbox mode where you can just build, campaign mode with puzzles, and even showcase where you can show the ones you've made to the rest of the world. It's been out a while and you can get into it now for $15. 60 people giving it about a 4.2 star rating. People saying the new update has made it way better, they like it, but people saying that some of the updates they felt like messed up or ruined the game. Other people citing the bugs and how it is in early access. I keep hoping for a game like this where you can ride the roller coasters in a smaller scale in your actual mixed reality, although I understand the limitations of the hardware, that would be really hard to pull off. But what do you think? Is it worth it to build it in mixed reality and then ride it in VR? Drakheir is a game that's been out in a while for early access and has a lower review score mostly because the game relied completely on hand tracking, which we all know can be glitchy. Rumored to be finally coming out of early access this month, the game still has a 3.8 star rating with a hard split between 5 stars and 1 stars. People are confused because they bought it before and now it says it's coming soon and the buy button has disappeared. People mentioning how the hand gestures can be too close to the other ones and you'll do the wrong spells. People saying they like the idea of the game but they're waiting for controllers. It'll be interesting to see if this finally launches. Are they going to stick to only hand tracking or do they want to add controllers? I Am Cat hasn't even fully launched, and yet in early access it has some of the highest amounts of reviews. Cat simulator that's silly, you're bouncing around a house sandbox style messing with Granny, and it's one of the highest rated already with over 51,000 reviews giving it 4.9 stars. People saying it's the best cat game of the year. People saying it's just surprisingly fun, it's wonderful. And very few low reviews, people citing some bugs from early access such as data savings and issues like that. People saying the physics are clunky in their opinion, or it just gets boring. But this game not only has a ton of reviews, but videos on this game go absolutely viral. People cannot get enough of this content. Karaoke and VR seem like two things that could go real well together, and Songbird is doing just that. From the minds behind Guitar Hero, this is a karaoke simulator in VR with all kinds of different colorful landscapes where you can go sing, and very popular karaoke hits like I Will Survive and Sweet Caroline. Rhythm games do well in VR, but it'll be interesting to see how a karaoke game does specifically. If you've been following Neolithic Dawn as long as I have, then you'd be excited to hear that it might finally be getting beyond its alpha stage. This is a game that takes you back in time trying to craft and survive your way, and I actually got to meet the main developer of this at Connect, who's been working on this for years now trying to bring this game to life. I'm a big fan of survival games, so I'd love to see this one finally launch. Home Sports is from one of our favorite developers, Resolution Games, who made Demeo and Spatial Ops. This is trying to be the Wii Sports of VR with different sports games you can play in it across different VR headsets, and it's finally coming out December 11th, and hopefully with the expertise they've already had in other sports games of theirs like Racket Club, that this one will be a hit. I don't know if you also had to make a bridge out of popsicle sticks that could handle some weight going over it, but now if you want to relive that bridge, Constructor Studio is looking to do it in mixed reality. A puzzle and creative sandbox game that tests your engineering skills. This is exclusive to the Quest 3 and Quest 3S. If you're interested in getting this one, it drops on December 12th. Iron Rebellion is also hopefully coming out of early access this month. A mech shooter game with physics-based interaction, and maybe a little late on the draw here. It did promise originally to have V1.0 out by the end of 2023 or the start of 2024, but it looks like final updates may be bringing this game that already has almost 400 ratings and a 4.7 star rating. People saying that the community is small, but the game is really fun. People saying it's like Armored Core. People saying finally after 10 years in VR we have the mechs we've been looking for, but people in the early access reviews saying that it's not playable on Quest 2, that it's cool in concept but the execution isn't there, or that just nobody is online. Maybe a version 1.0 will change that though. There's a lot of fitness apps in VR, and then there's games that might give you fitness like Beat Saber, and somewhere in between those is Exercise Your Demons, a gamifying version of fitness that calls out that it's fitness. With virtual demon trainers, this game has you battling through their netherworld while also trying to get in shape at the same time. Technically logged as a fitness and wellness game, this is coming out on December 12th. And if you've tried fitness, what do you think? Are the apps like Supernatural that are based directly on fitness better? Or do you like a game like Pistol Whip or Beat Saber that has you working out and not really realizing you're doing it? Going for that old school 8-bit graphic style, Clone Drone in the Hyperdome is a robot fighting simulator where you are fighting off the enemy defend droids with your energy blade in this rogue-like tournament to the death. As you defeat the other loop runners, you get to take their weapons and upgrade yourself in a game with all different kinds of weapons, shields, katana. You know we like those here. Action Hero was another game we got to check out early at Gamescom in Germany. It feels like a mix between Super Hot and your favorite action movie. It's putting you in different scenes where the idea is you have to make it through the action scene, otherwise they have to cut, start over, and refilm the scene. From movies like Indiana Jones to Jurassic Park, there's a bunch of different scenes you get to do, and if you're good at Super Hot, you'll find you're very good at this game. GrimLord we've talked about before, as there was some early alphas you could play free, and now the game has a price and looks like it's close to coming out as a full release. A dark fantasy action Souls-like RPG that they built all on Unreal Engine 5, and with it being in early access, we do have some early access reviews giving it 4.4 stars. People saying it's a really good game, but they feel like the price is still too high. People saying it is a Souls-like game and it's brilliant, but people in the lower reviews saying their expectations were too high. They thought they were getting more, especially for this price point, and that you might only get 2 hours max of gameplay for $20. If you tried it before, how did you feel about it? Do you think it could be worth that price? Or if it goes on sale for half price, should people buy it? We were supposed to be talking about Alien Rogue Incursion, but unfortunately that has been delayed to next year for Quest. The much awaited Alien game will still be landing on PC and PSVR if you want to try it another way, but we'll have to talk about this one in February, it looks like. Dino Hab is a simulation of dinosaurs that is actually looking to teach you something while you play it. You get to nurture your dinosaurs, help them grow up and become strong by even managing the habitats around them, and then opening up rewards with new ecosystems. And the game even features an AI companion to help you through this. We don't know when for sure, but it says coming winter 2024, and 2024 is about to run out, so hopefully we're going to see this launch this month. There will likely be more surprise games coming just before the holiday, but everyone is trying to get their games out well before December 25th, so no surprise that a lot of them are dropping earlier in the month than usual. What are you looking forward to? Is there any game on the list today you didn't know about that you're excited to see come? Let me know in the comments down below. There will be links to everything from there so you can get those games that you want. Thanks once again for being here with me, and I'll see you in another reality.